Hi friends, Mrs. Angel here. So today we're going to be making patterned pop art popsicles. So patterned pop art popsicles. Say that fast 3 times, it's like a tongue twister. We've been learning a lot about patterns and lines. So today we are going to make popsicles with a pattern and in the style of some pop art, which is often popular art. It's kind of cartoony, it's bright colored. So what we're gonna need today is a piece of paper. You're gonna need a ruler or a straight edge, which again, guys, could be the side of a book or a folder. And then you're gonna need a pencil and then a marker to trace with. And coloring materials, which I love crayons. So let's get started. So the first thing you're gonna do, if you remember, Mrs. Angel always uses permanent markers so you can see. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a frame around the edge. There's no need to measure. You don't have to look at the inches or the centimeters, nothing like that. We're just gonna use the width of the ruler. So I'm gonna take my ruler, I'm gonna line it up to the edge of my paper, and I'm going to draw a line from top to bottom, okay? Then I'm gonna rotate my paper and do the same thing. Edge of the ruler to the edge of the paper, draw a line. And I'm gonna do that all the way around my paper. Next up, we are going to be drawing upside down U's. And why we're doing them upside down is it's a little bit easier. And depending, you may have 3, you may have 4. I couldn't fit 4 in here, but I'm just gonna show you how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make a really long U, another really long U, about the same size, and then another really long U. Then I'm going to flip my paper around and I'm going to draw a straight line across, straight line across, straight line across to finish those out. Now we need the stick where we would hold our popsicle, and I'm going to do a really skinny U. You might choose to do a really long rectangle that's skinny. I'm just going to do really long U's. Now, after you have that, we've talked a lot about different kinds of lines, okay? So we have horizontal, vertical, diagonal, thin and thick, dotted and dashed, zigzags, castles, stairs, lightning, curved lines, wiggly, spiral, waves, curly, bumpy, bouncy, mouse ears. There's so many different lines. But for each popsicle, you're going to choose one type of line. So for the first one, I'm gonna choose the bouncy or the bumpy. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna you're gonna be using pencil, and I'm just gonna make my line. Leave some space. And I'm gonna do that all the way down my popsicle. And you wanna leave some space because you're gonna color in. My next one, I might do some straight lines that are just across, or actually I might go vertical, which is up and down. And then for my last one, I might do a zigzag, but I might do it going down or across. Whatever you want to do is completely okay. So I'm just gonna do mine going across. And remember, you're drawing these with pencil. So after you have your designs in your popsicles, we're gonna just slide this on over here. And you can decide how you want to design your frame. So I'm gonna maybe put a shape in here. So I might do a triangle in each one of my corners. You might do a circle, you might do a heart, you might do a square. And then I'm gonna choose a different type of line to draw in here, just to break it up, one that I haven't used yet. So for example, I haven't used the wiggly line. So I'm gonna do a wiggly line. And I want this top of frame to match my bottom of my frame. So I'm going to do a wiggly line there. And then maybe on this side, I haven't done a dashed line, so maybe I do that, or I do a curly. So I'm gonna choose to do a curly. Just kind of like a pig's tail. And then I'm gonna do that same thing on the other side. And again, you can choose whichever type of line you would like. You just want it to be the same on both sides. Now, what you need to do is you need to take your marker or black crayon or black colored pencil, and you're gonna trace over all of your pencil lines and then have your coloring supply ready in a few minutes. All right, welcome back. Hopefully you have that all traced and you're good to go. If you don't have a marker or anything at home, don't sweat it. We can still do the project. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna do some pattern of coloring. So I'm gonna pick 2 or 3 colors and I'm gonna do a pattern. So I'm gonna start with this green, color that in. And remember, we're coloring tight, no white, which means we color in little strokes, so we color all that white paper. Next, I'm gonna do blue. And pink. And then I would restart my pattern of green, blue, pink. So once I have that one done and I've done a pattern, I'm gonna move along to the next one. And again, you're gonna pick a pattern. Maybe you wanna do some different shades of blues or greens or yellows or reds or orange, whatever you wanna do, but I'm gonna, again, start with a pattern. And I'm actually just gonna use 2 different kinds of, actually I'm gonna use an orange and a red orange. So I'm gonna take my red orange, and this is an A-B pattern when you use 2 different colors. This one was an ABC pattern. And then for that very last one, what you may decide to do is do a bunch. If you have a lot of crayons, you could do a rainbow of colors. You could do a bunch of different variations of a color. So like if you have blue, you might have blue-green, light blue, turquoise. You can do stuff like that. So my next one is going to be, I'm gonna say probably just a rainbow of colors. So I'm gonna start with maybe a red up top, or this is a red violet. And I'm gonna show you guys in fast forward how we do this. All right, so we certainly can't forget about our popsicle sticks. So you could make those brown, black. Maybe you want to choose a totally different color. Completely okay. Then we're gonna move on to the frame part. Now, when I did my frame, I chose to just basically do my corners were black, and then I colored in my shape, and they were all the same color. And then I chose 2 colors for this side, and they matched that side. and 2 colors for the side that were the same on this side. But again, if you want to spice it up and add totally different colors all the way around, you guys go right ahead. Alright, so once you're done coloring, you'll have something that looks like this. And if you want to leave your background white, that's great. If you have watercolor at home and you want to pick one color and paint the background, awesome. If you want to take a black crayon and lightly shade the background, that's great too. I'm going to shade the background with a black crayon. I'll show you guys what that looks like, and then I can show you the difference between coloring a background and a non-colored background. Alright friends, so here is one where I colored the background black, and then here is my other one where I left it white. So again, it's completely up to you how you want to make your popsicles, but I can't wait to see what you've created. Alright, see you later.